The Galactic Military Academy's orientation hall buzzed with the nervous chatter of 200 cadets from 47 species. Instructor Vectar, a towering Krylline with crystalline skin that refracted the sterile lighting into rainbow patterns, swept his 4 eyes across the assembled first years. This was his favorite lecture, Psychological Bonding and Combat Readiness, where he explained why the Academy encouraged cadets to bring companion animals from their homeworlds. Emotional stability, Vectar announced, his translator implant rendering his clicking speech into universal common, is the foundation of effective military service. Studies show that soldiers bonded with native fauna demonstrate 43% better stress management and 19% improved team cohesion. He gestured toward the front rows, where various creatures sat obediently on their owners' desks. A Xanthari cadet's desk held a gelatinous blob that pulsed with bioluminescent contentment. 3 rows back, a Plaraxian stroked a feathered serpent no bigger than a human finger. The Daltek twins shared a cage containing something that looked like a floating dandelion seed, but hummed with telepathic warmth. You'll notice, Vectar continued, pacing between the rows, that Academy regulations specified docile, domesticated species only. This ensures, he stopped mid-sentence. At desk 47, the human cadet sat utterly still, her expression neutral. But her desk was wrong. 3 animals occupied the space. At first glance, they might have passed for the puppies and kittens other cadets had brought. They had fur. They had 4 legs. They had eyes, but these eyes were different. Vectar had seen predators before. The Academy's xenobiology course covered thousands of apex species from across known space. He recognized the distinctive features: forward-facing eyes for depth perception, powerful musculature coiled beneath striped and spotted coats, claws that, even sheathed, suggested devastating purpose. The largest of the 3, a tawny creature with a developing mane around its neck, tracked Vectar's movement with unblinking intensity. When the instructor's eyes met the animal's amber gaze, something primal in his Krylline hindbrain screamed warnings his civilized mind had long forgotten. The creature didn't look away. Cadet. Vectar checked his roster. Ria Vargas, human, Sol 3. He kept his voice level, though 2 of his eyes remained locked on the staring animal. Please explain the creatures on your desk. Ria stood, her movements economical and precise. Sir, these are domesticated companion animals from Earth. Regulations permit. Those are apex predators, Vectar interrupted. A Yithian cadet in the 3rd row had begun producing distress pheromones. The Xanthari's blob had turned an alarming shade of purple. We're apex predators, sir? Ria corrected. These species were apex predators approximately 10 to 15,000 years ago. Humans domesticated them. The large one is Thorn, a lion cub. The spotted one is Shadow, a leopard cub. The striped one is Zara, a tiger cub. Thorn, the one with the developing mane, yawned, revealing teeth designed to tear flesh from bone. Several cadets in the back rows stood up, instinctively putting distance between themselves and the human's desk. Vectar's crystalline skin flickered through colors indicating confusion and alarm. You domesticated? How is that even possible? My species needed 3 millennia to domesticate the pufflings, and they're herbivores. Humans are persistence predators, sir, Ria explained calmly. We don't have natural weapons like claws or venom. We can't fly or breathe underwater without technology. What we have is endurance, adaptability, and an apparently unique tendency to befriend anything that doesn't immediately kill us. She reached down and scratched Thorn behind the ears. The cub leaned into her touch, producing a rumbling sound that vibrated through the floor. Sometimes we befriend things that do try to kill us. We just keep trying until they don't anymore. That sound, a Plaraxian cadet whispered, their translator struggling with their panic. What is that sound? Purring, Ria said. It means he's content. She paused. Well, in a house cat, it means they're content. In a big cat, it means they're content, but could also bite your head off if you annoy them. You learn to read the context. Vectar's training reasserted itself. He was an instructor at the finest military academy in the galaxy. He would not be unnerved by one human and her disturbing choice of pets. The regulations clearly state docile species, Cadet Ria. These animals are registered as domesticated fauna with the Sol System Agricultural Board. Ria interrupted, producing a datapad. All 3 were born in captivity, are vaccinated against cross-species pathogens and have passed behavioral assessments. They're cubs, sir, babies. They're as docile as they're going to get. Thorn chose that moment to lock eyes with Vectar again. The cub's tail flicked once, twice. The predatory intelligence in those amber eyes suggested that docile was a temporary state of affairs, contingent entirely on the young lion's good mood. How? Vectar asked quietly. Do you control them? I don't control them, sir. They're not drones. Ria's expression softened slightly. I raised them, fed them, played with them, taught them boundaries. They trust me. That's how pack bonding works with humans. We don't dominate, we integrate. A long silence stretched through the hall. Shadow, the leopard cub, decided to wash her face with one paw. Zara, the tiger, rolled onto her back, exposing her belly, a gesture of vulnerability that somehow made her seem even more dangerous. Finally, a Daltec cadet raised a tentacle. Question, sir. If humans can bond with apex predators, what does that make the humans? The question hung in the air like a challenge. Vectar looked at Ria, standing calmly beside three animals that could grow to become the deadliest hunters on their homeworld. He thought about humanity's recent admission to the Galactic Coalition, about the rumors of their world, a death world the xenobiologists called it, where everything evolved to kill everything else. That? Cadet, Vectar said slowly, his skin shifting to a thoughtful amber, is precisely what the Academy intends to find out. Thorn yawned again and settled his head on Ria's desk, finally breaking eye contact with the instructor. But Vectar noticed the cub's ears remained perked, tracking every sound in the room, still watching, still assessing, still very much a predator even in miniature, just like his human,